Seems like it. This is Stone Cold. Yes. Wait. Oh no, it's The Rock. I'm sorry, it's The Rock. This is the one with that stupid guitar solo. I was like, it's about to loop, but yeah, it's The Rock. Yeah. Hold, please. Technical difficulties. So, weird being on a stream by myself. Hot mic. Say anything I want.
Okay. Now it should be coming through. Let me know if I'm not.
Hey, that looks like it's working.
Perfect. Yeah, well, I mean, just pretend that whatever the best possible intro you can imagine for episode 28 happened, and we'll say that that's what happened. It's probably not the case, but that's what we're going to go with. We do have a lot of cool stuff tonight. Last episode before Christmas this weekend. Jam-packed holiday season here. SWA rolls right along as we prepare for our next pay-per-view in a few weeks' time. What we got coming up? End of the Line coming up next.
Yeah, End of the Line coming up soon. That titular 4-on-4 tag match yet to be announced, but always a good time.
Yeah, no, we're keeping it standard. No Christmas themed SWA here tonight.
Extra work, man. We're already busy.
Yeah, sorry to let you down. But we do have fan favorite Eddie Vortex going in our kickoff match against Paragon, who, both of these two have struggled mightily to kick off their singles career. Paragon's at 2-5. Eddie Vortex is at 1-5. Not the place you want to be, but Vortex has been on the other side of things lately in the tag division. Couple of wins after a couple of losses from Barefoot Buddies that have been largely Eddie Vortex. For those of you who have been following along in the tag division, not a lot of song grace in those matches.
Yeah, it's been a couple of plucky wins, but like you mentioned, sort of an unorthodox approach to tag team wrestling, to usually only use one guy. That said, maybe that's a sign of what's to come from singles wrestler Eddie Vortex. If he's doing that well, kind of mostly by himself as a tag wrestler, maybe it just means that Eddie's found a new gear.
Yeah, it could be that it's going to be a good indication for him here tonight, or we go back to what we've mostly seen, which is struggles. How important is having a veteran, a top talent like Sangres on your side on the apron, even if you're not making a ton of tags in those matches.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think he's definitely been coaching Eddie, kind of helping him learn the ropes, so to speak. You know, Eddie's a pretty green wrestler coming from his Olympic gymnastics career. But he's been improving. He's shown some steady signs of improvement, and I think having Sangres as a sort of corner man probably helps with that. But ultimately, he's the one that's been getting it done inside the ring. He's just got to hope that translates here tonight.
And as I mentioned, they lost their first two matches in tag action, but won their last two, including last week, taking down Kiho Sankari and Mason Jones. A couple weeks before that, they had taken down AJ Bauer and Corey Wolfhart. Wolfhart last week, though, went toe-to-toe with the Lion King Nathan Bogard, got himself a nice singles win, improved himself to 3-4 in singles action, and he and Bauer we'll see later on tonight as they take on Unhinged in some tag action as well. Bauer and Wolfhart haven't fared too well in tag action, but similar to this match where we have Vortex with a little bit of momentum from tag coming into singles, we've got Wolfhart with a little bit of momentum from singles coming into tag. Right away, Vortex has Paragon down after a nice little DDT there, but back body drop reversal. And
threw him a long way there, too.
Yeah, tossed him quite a ways there. We've got a pretty significant size advantage, you could say, here. The super heavyweight Paragon, the largest man on the roster at 400 pounds versus the cruiserweight from Edmond, Oklahoma here.
Yeah, he's a very slim 400 pounds, very lean 400 pounds, but 400 pounds is still 400 pounds. He's a big man. There's no two ways about it. And so Eddie's going to want to use that agility, that speed, try to wear him down, maybe negate some of that power he can create.
Definitely, and it wouldn't be surprised if Vortex wants to keep this, on the mat. More so than not, but not like that. Not with Paragon taking it there. Although a nice counter from the mat.
Great little head scissors maneuver. Yeah, that was good stuff. But Vortex again gotta keep control here. Instead, Paragon looking to do something to the fingers.
Oh, a trio of stomps to the left hand of Vortex. Not gonna be happy about that one. Ooh.
On the back of the head there, too. Just really throwing around Eddie. And, Eddie got to show some fire here pretty quick. You don't want to let this get away from you.
A little bit of resilience on display. Vortex was quickly back to his feet and went to work in the corner a little bit there. Now we see him going out to the apron. He's kind of daring Paragon to get back to his feet. Paragon's a long way to jump over there. Yes, he is, and nowhere close for Eddie Vortex. Paragon is still dazed, but so is Eddie. He came up way short.
Yeah, his eyes were bigger than his leaping ability on that one, it seems.
Not sure if he slipped on the rope there on that launch or what the deal was, but he did not connect on that corkscrew crossbody. And tough going for Eddie Vortex on that one.
Just can't jump high enough with those chicken legs. And in the meantime, Paragon's legs are the size of tree trunks, and he's looking to open up a can of whoop ass right now. My goodness, just laying into him.
Big boots to the gut there. Strong right from Paragon.
Another boot, and oh my, Eddie might be in trouble here.
More impact on the gut. Oh, what a senton from the 400-pounder.
It's a lot of weight right on your ribs.
One count.
Wind out you and then some,
Vortex
only
is
a one count.
Quickly, or out rather, not up until Paragon pulls him up here. Oh, a nice duck under. Clothesline takes down the super heavyweight.
And this is what I'm talking about here. Eddie taking too long. He gets in a nice duck under clothesline, and then takes too long to capitalize, get in any more offense. Meanwhile,
Vortex,
Paragon hits him with a leg lariat, and he has to roll out of the ring.
yeah, Vortex wisely kind of rolling away. Gets himself a moment to recover. Same goes for Paragon there, but Vortex seems to have capitalized in the immediate, although Paragon seems to be getting things going back the other way. Paragon's got Eddie on the ropes.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
The pommel horse from
Paragon. The disrespect shown to Eddie Vortex, 400 pounds off the top rope, launching himself across 1, 2, and 3. Paragon takes down Eddie Vortex with his own move to get the victory.
That's incredible disrespect there, and Paragon looking very pleased with himself.
A hell of a splash from the 400-pounder, and I don't know if Eddie knows what happened there. He's showing some respect to Paragon. Maybe he's just the ultimate sport, but I don't know that I'd be shaking the man's hand after he pulled off the pommel horse against me. Eddie Vortex, I guess the nicest guy around. He drops to 1-6 though in singles action. A big third win for Paragon on the other hand. He goes to 3-5. That'll help him in his attempts to climb back up the power rankings, of which he has slid far down. We move right along though. Next up, another singles match. We've got SWA taking on Dead Peace. A little bit of singles action from some tag competitors here. SWA, a member of the Fallen Gods. Dead Peace, of course, a member of a veteran of the tag team division, Deadfire.
Yeah, a couple of interesting performers here. Interesting matchup. You know, Dead Peace been kind of the least impressive member of Deadfire on his own, I suppose you could say. Hasn't necessarily been bad, but struggled at times. Although he secured some big tag wins. And then on the other side, you've got SWA, who I think for a bit kind of struggled to get things going and then seems to have really found a groove as of late. I don't know. An interesting sort of intersection of someone on their way up, someone on their way down, but you know, who will come out on top?
Yeah, 4-8 for SWA. He was one of the most worked wrestlers here in the business early on in the SWA. Slowed down a bit, kind of recuperated, reimagined himself a little bit, and has found some success in the tag division. Got himself a win with Boulder in the tag division, and has pulled off a win so far with Benjamin Goldenberg, who is accompanying him to the ring here tonight. And we'll see if he can get something going. I mean, it's a winnable match to say the least. Dead Peace coming in at 0-4. But as you mentioned, he's pulled off a couple of nice submission victories in tag matches for Deadfire, and SWA is a bit of a submission artist himself. This is not a submission only match, but I wouldn't be surprised if the finish ends in submission either way. Much like Goldenberg accompanying SWA, Diego Mercer, the Phoenix, coming out with Dead Peace here tonight. Both teams repping their allies as kind of a manager on the side here. We'll see if that comes into play. It often does. So we'll see what Dead Peace has in store for SWA and vice versa. As I said, betting odds would probably be in favor of a submission here in terms of a victory style, if you will.
Yeah, I think, you know, Savea, like you said, can do submission work. You know, he can do striking. I think he's kind of willing to go either route, but I think you're right. I think Dead Piece will really be looking for a submission here. I think that's his best chance. We've seen it work for him lately in tag competition. I think that's what you got to do here. Just, you know, kind of throw what you know.
Will be underway shortly. Now, Savea already ready to go. He's inside the ring. And looking to
Not
kick
afraid
this
to
thing off right away.
Just intrude on the frame there, man. It's just in the shot, but, you know, it's live television, folks. Speaking of live television, here we go underway. Savea wasted no time.
Connects with the right, but Dead Piece catches the next one, and a little help from Mercer there maybe, but Savea's back in a hurry.
Ooh, goes for a punch there and just gets thrown off. Going one corner to the other, and Savea with a nice clothesline as well.
Oh, rolling forearm there from Dead Piece. Nice strike connects. But Savea returning the favor.
Yeah, a bit back and forth here. A bit back and forth here early on. Guys kind of trading blows, rolling in and out of the ring. Really taking a moment or two to feel each other out before they try anything crazy.
Oh, a faux neck breaker there, and then a forearm elbow to the back of the head. Now a handful of fists from Savea on the Thez press there. He's kind of getting into
Diego Mercer
Phoenix here.
Yeah, he's, you know, good tag work. Give his partner a chance to gather himself, catch his breath. It's a good tag team partner.
Doesn't seem to have immediately paid off as Savea kind of taking it right back to Dead Piece here.
Again, just shoved in the air. Disregarded like that.
So far, Savea's kind of had an answer for everything. It's early on. This time he's tossed out of the ring, though.
Didn't have an answer for that.
And Goldenberg's going to help him to his feet. Nice teamwork there.
Yeah, Goldenberg also showing to be a good teammate, but early on with a flatliner, Dead Piece really looking in control. Surprisingly, I don't know. Like you said, it seemed like as Mercer throws a chair into the ring, it seemed for a while like Savea had an answer for everything, but somehow Dead Piece seems to be in control of this match. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, finally getting a little bit of momentum behind him here. Until he doesn't, until the announcer talks about it. Savea dumps him off the top rope.
A little snake eyes action, and now Mercer getting up again, distracting him.
Savea
Risking
and
the
Mercer,
ire of the ref.
Yeah, John and each other. Ref sees that chair there that Mercer brought into the ring. Dead Piece capitalizing this time effectively on his teammate's distraction there. Drives the point of the elbow into the top of the head of Savea.
Yeah, and Mercer going to want to be careful, because if he interferes too much in this match or, pushes it too far, the ref may send him to the back. That is a possibility. Wow, nice takedown there from Savea.
And it's interesting, we've seen Mercer involved a couple of times. Oh, what a knee from Savea. Is Dead Piece going to be able to get up from that one? 2 count? Yes, he is. Savea can't believe it. Mercer's been involved a trio of times here. We haven't seen Goldenberg be involved apart from kind of helping Savea to his feet. Oh, and the Island
doing a little
God
more-
might have busted Dead Piece open.
And now he's going to squeeze on that head even tighter. That coquina clutch locked in.
Bad situation for Dead Piece. This might be the submission we were talking about earlier. Can he get out of it? Savea lets him out of it.
And Mercer again up on the apron, untying a turnbuckle, but the ref sees him and chases him off.
And a long leash here from the ref on Diego Mercer, who has been involved a lot. Oh,
What a crucifix bomb by Dead Piece, who is going to need some time to recover. Needs to take a beat. He'll appreciate Savea roll into the outside there as his face paint. Oh, and a schoolboy.
oh,
into
super
a super
kick.
kick.
Some
A Dead
alligator
Piece.
roll action there. A little wrench on the gut. Goldenberg was kind of up on the apron, and ref seemed to take offense to that.
Yeah, maybe he was talking to the ref instead of talking to the competition.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Dead Piece. That happened in a hurry. Choked out Savea. My goodness.
And, maybe Goldenberg there saw something we didn't. He saw something that connected well, and he knew that Savea was in trouble because he was interfering just before he tapped. Or maybe he just passed out. Maybe I didn't really see a tap. Maybe he put him to sleep.
Tapped. Yeah, the ref might have seen that Savea might have been dead on his feet there, completely out of it.
I don't know if it was maybe that crucifix bomb a minute or two before. He fell on his head. I don't know if maybe that was what got him. But incredible work, really bouncing back. Dead Piece.
Dead Piece really embodying the Deadfire. The super kick there right to the throat. Maybe that's the setup.
That could be it.
That
Yep.
schoolboy super kick into that kind of choke hold really put him out. And Dead Piece
It's a Roddy
embodying
Piper.
the resilience of Deadfire. Making it through that coquina clutch and then tapping out Savea. Dead Piece gets his first singles victory, and it's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a hell of a first victory. He can be very proud of that one. Yet another person, we've seen build some momentum in the tag division, but this time it does translate.
And as Savea falls to 4-9 there, Savea's been a pretty solid worker. As I mentioned, he's had a little bit more success lately in the tag division, but he's in danger of becoming the first SWA superstar with 10 losses. Only one away now. He's kind of a veteran of the company. He's worked a lot, but he's been on the wrong side of it more often than not here, and needs to get something going in a hurry if he's not going to, set some records, the kind that you don't want to be setting. He's currently the leader in terms of losses in the SWA with 9.
Yeah, and that's it's unfortunate to be that guy. Unfortunately, the way it works is that somebody's going to be that guy, and right now it's Savea. But he's a great example of, we see someone with that many losses, but he's still a talent and is a threat to end the match. We saw him get very close just then. I think, that's one of those situations where you can't get your head down about it. You just got to keep grinding.
Speaking of keeping grinding here, flying Brian Strong in the ring. 2-1 so far. Tonight, he's matching up against Matthew Quinn, who sits 2-2. For Strong, he won the Path to Glory briefcase in his pay-per-view debut after coming in 2-0 into the SWA, and his first defense a couple weeks ago at Right to Fight against Dr. Morbius, and the doctor took that briefcase away from him, got the victory. The pay-per-view specialist himself, Dr. Morbius, able to take down Flying Brian, and he's going to be wanting to kind of pad his record, maybe get a shot at that briefcase again, chance at getting it back, or even better if he can rack up some wins. But he's got to be feeling pretty frustrated after dropping the briefcase at Right to Fight.
Yeah, dropping the briefcase is a huge bummer, I suppose you could say, and it I think the good competitors, the good wrestlers will use that as motivation to push them forward. Obviously, you can't change the loss once it happens, but what you can do is control how you rebound from it. And I think the ones that really have what it takes to make it are going to use that to propel them forward. You know, to learn what you can and then move on and don't dwell on it, and, you know, start climbing back up that hill, because that shot Strong straight to the top and then he's tumbled back down a bit. But that doesn't mean it's over. You know, he's got to keep working. And for him, first step, Matthew Quinn right here.
Yeah, first time we've seen him since he dropped that briefcase. Chance to get a third win here, move to 3-1. For Quinn, it's a chance at 3 wins as well. Be 3-2 for him. He's looking to get back above 500. The kind of often considered the lowest on the totem pole of the Quinn brothers, who, as a family, have been pretty successful in the SWA, although Jamie and Noah dropped the tag belts at Right to Fight and then lost in their next tag match. So after going 9-0, have been 0-2 in their last couple matches, falling to Dirty Deeds last week in our main event. We'll see what Matthew's got in store for the family here.
Oh, he's starting off with a whiff drop kick, and his back is hurting him now. That's not how you want to get a match underway.
Some nice work in the corner, though, and then drops the leg over the top rope down there near the apron on Flying Brian.
Guillotine from maybe 10 feet off the ground. That's a lot on the back of your neck there.
Strong trying to get some work in the corner, but does not connect on the drop kick. But a neck breaker, he does get that.
Ducked under a clothesline there. That was pretty nice. And working on the arm now.
Really focusing on the left arm. Now going for a cover. Not sure that's enough. And sure enough, ref doesn't even get down for a 1 count.
Oh, and again, misses on the drop kick.
Yet finds a way to recover from that quickly. You know, the corner offense hasn't been working for him, but the counters out of that have paid off.
Yeah, you got to be quick on your feet. Got to be reactive and adaptive, and he's showing that here tonight. I think maybe we're seeing some of what I was talking about, using that loss as a momentum, push you forward. He whiffs on a super kick though, and that's probably not what you want.
Again, kind of recovers from it, though. You know, I think what I like so far out of Strong tonight is that when he's made a mistake, he hasn't let that kind of snowball into another mistake. He's you know, cut it off right away. See if he can continue that. That'll put him in a pretty good position. You're going to make mistakes in a match, but you want to not let them you know, derail your whole mission here. A nice DDT from Strong. He's going to go for another cover.
Yeah, I think we're really seeing, you know, Strong maybe having some unforced errors, but he's responding quickly. He's preventing them from kind of piling up on one another, like you said, derailing his whole strategy for the match, and that's what's keeping him in here at this point. Well, the Quinn may be looking for a pin here.
Oh, almost a 1 count. Strong was out of there before the ref's hand hit the mat. Caught that discus forearm. A nice counter by Strong. Now into the corner with Quinn. He's up off the top, cross body. Flattens Matthew Quinn, and now he's going to work some more on the left arm. Going out over the apron. We'll hope for more success than we saw at Eddie Vortex earlier. That's a much shorter jump. Oh!
I think he connected there with a springboard cutter, it looked like.
Seemed like it head first. 1, 2, and 3. Flying Brian really controlled the match wire to wire there. Takes down Matthew Quinn.
Good work by Flying Brian, like we said, taking that taking that loss, using it to fuel you going forward. He's happy with himself. And a lot of respect shown tonight. A lot of respect between all these wrestlers. Props to him. That's hard to do after you've just taken a loss.
It's a strong roster, and I think, each of these competitors sees that. There's a lot of matches in the SWA where a loss is, you never want to lose, but there are worse competitors that you can lose to at the end of the day, and a nice win for Brian Strong there puts him at 3-1. Matthew Quinn falls to 2-3. And we'll see what fine Brian has, in store if he can continue picking up wins and not let that Path to Glory loss really put him off course. He's still got his eyes on being a top competitor here in the SWA, and to do that, he's going to have to keep picking up wins.
I think the only way to start a win streak is with your first one, and so Strong's in a good spot now. It's a good win. I think he showed out well. Quinn seems to appreciate that as well. Maybe feeling the Christmas spirit a little bit, feeling generous. But a good match overall. I think Strong can be very happy with what he did tonight.
Next up, we've got our first tag match of the night. We've seen only singles up until this point. Fourth match of the night. AJ Bauer and Corey Wolfhart taking on Unhinged, Slate and Onyx Stone. Cruiserweight and the heavyweight here. AJ Bauer and Corey Wolfhart coming out separate, as has been their MO. They do have a win in the tag division, but they have racked up a handful of losses on the other side. But as I mentioned before, I think they're banking on the recent success and momentum of Corey Wolfhart, perhaps in the singles division. Picked up a nice win over the Lion King Nathan Bogard last week, and looked like he was ready to go. And sure enough, a week later, he's out here ready for some tag action. So we'll see what he's got in the tank, and if it can bring a win to Bauer and Wolfhart. They'd be looking for their second.
Here he comes, the man of the hour, Corey Wolfhart.
And his partner from Florida, weighing in at 255 pounds, Corey.
And only one win for this team, but their one win was against Deadfire, one of the, veterans and top teams really in the tag division. So a statement win for them. We'll see if they can get a second here. I'd say a win against Deadfire, a win against Unhinged would be a pretty nice combination.
Yeah, that'd be a nice set of wins.
Deadfire sits currently fourth in the tag division with 5 wins. Unhinged is second with 7. They sit 7-3. Of course, the champs, New Era 6-0, undefeated still. The Quinn brothers at 9-2. After an impressive 9-0 run, it's a 2-match skid for the Quinn brothers, losing the title and then dropping to Dirty Deeds last week. Dirty Deeds sits at 4-1. Their only loss coming to the eventual champions of New Era.
And here come their opponents.
Slate and Onyx with tonight's match. It'll be their 11th. That'll put them into a tie with the Quinn brothers and Deadfire in terms of the most worked matches in the SWA tag division. Really one of the kind of trio of veterans there, the newer top contenders being New Era and Dirty Deeds. New Era being such a contender, they took the belts off the otherwise what looked to be unbeatable Quinn brothers.
And honestly, it had been up to that point unbeatable. So, I mean...
And, speaking of looking unbeatable, 2 of the Unhinged 3 losses here are against the Quinn brothers in title opportunities. So they're no stranger to how skilled they were and are. And we're back to something we saw a couple of matches ago for Unhinged. Onyx Stone kicking us off for the Stone Brothers here. AJ Balor, the active man, on the other side.
Yeah, that's the thing we talked where we've seen with a couple of tag teams changing strategies a little bit. We talked about it a little earlier with Barefoot Buddies. Eddie really taking the lion's share of the matches, and then here with Unhinged, Unhinged, we've seen Onyx starting off really kind of wearing down opponents with his physicality and his strength.
Oh,
As Balor kicks him off of the apron there.
yeah, back first into the hard edge of the apron, but this is if this is turning into a fist fight on the outside, I wouldn't want to be AJ Balor in this situation.
For sure. I think Onyx's fist is about the size of AJ's head.
I'm going to go out on a limb, too, and assume that Onyx has been in a number of bar fights in his career. I think throwing fist, a bit of a brawler, suits him a lot better than it does the cruiserweight AJ Balor.
Drops him to the ground after slamming him off the apron, and Balor's writhing around in pain right now. He looks to be in trouble.
And, of course, no count here in the SWA tag team matches. No count-out disqualification, but the pinfall or submission will have to happen inside the ring for this match to end.
Balor looking to go to work, but Onyx get a nice little kick. Keep him away from the corner, keep him from getting a tag in. Smart work.
Onyx working on the left arm there a bit, but Balor's able to fight his way out of it.
Nice judo hip toss.
Oh!
Basement uppercut. Still pretty low for Onyx, even when he's on his knee, because of how much taller he is than AJ Balor.
Yeah, and surveyed the damage done after that one as well. Taking a moment to catch his breath, and he's got Balor in a precarious position here. Oh,
One winged angel.
Center of the ring, right where you
That's
want him. He's
trouble for
going for the
AJ Balor.
cover. It's one, and Wolfhart breaks it up. Onyx Stone can't catch a break with the one-winged angel there. It is broken up very often by his opposition's teammate.
Yeah, you don't see people kicking out of it, but you see people kicking other people out of it. Much to the chagrin of Onyx Stone, as you mentioned. But if nothing else, his brother Slate can come in and put on a submission hold and maybe end things here and there.
Oh, clothesline takes Onyx to the outside. More impact on the lower back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Balor's up top. What is he thinking?
Point at somebody in the crowd, maybe.
Oh!
Oh, no.
No!
That's going to leave a mark.
Onyx steps underneath. Right on the ass goes AJ Balor. All the way to the outside from the top rope, and Onyx is going to help him out by sending him face first off the steel steps.
Somehow, between his ass and his face getting injured, Balor still has the wherewithal to get in some strikes, but I don't know, man.
Again, trading punches with Onyx Stone. I'm not sure that's the place he wants to be, but that's a place he finds himself in right now. Onyx with a boot takes Balor down and drives the knee into his mustached face.
Yeah, I heard Onyx hates mustaches. You notice he doesn't have one.
Oh, Balor with a little bit of fight. How about a chop? Oh, again, stop trading shots with the much larger brawler. Balor dives.
And a tag made.
And now it's not so much a size advantage for Onyx Stone with Corey Wolfhart in there.
A couple of big clotheslines there. The third one.
Onyx rolls away from a kick there, but catches a spear from Wolfhart.
This could be bad news.
1, 2, and kicked out by Onyx. Slate Stone. You know, we saw Wolfhart interrupt the tag earlier. Slate never moved from the apron. Is that confidence in his brother there? Oh, goodness.
You know, he was clapping after, so maybe so, but that's a risky decision. I gotta say, you're right there. Balor is nowhere to be seen, so it's not like you're gonna have anyone interfere with you. I don't know why you don't break up that pin.
Yeah, interesting choice. It works out for him, though. This match is spilled back to the outside. Wolfhard sent Onyx over the top there. Onyx used Balor as an ottoman for a few seconds. But looks like we're going to go back inside the ring here. Onyx is crawling for Slate and makes the tag.
Slate Stone
and
coming
Slate
in hot.
Stone now the live men in this match. Nice counter from Wolfhard.
Yeah, that's a great counter by Wolfhard, and Slate Stone also looking in trouble.
Yeah, we've seen this actually the last couple of weeks, last couple of matches from Slate Stone, coming in and, often, ducks out of the way there, coming in and looking a little rusty, and could be the same problems here. Oh, he's to the outside.
And everyone outside the ring. Balor going back up top. Let's see if he can hit this butt attack this time.
Balor dares risk his hole once more. No, he's going for a crossbody, and Onyx dives out of the way. Oh,
that time I think he fell on his wiener. Oh, man, it's a bad day for the genitalia area of AJ Balor.
AJ Balor taking a beating in his own hand here. Gravity has not forgotten AJ Balor.
Gravity is working against him. That is for sure.
Oh,
but a rolling elbow.
What a blow takes down Onyx or Slate Stone. Excuse me.
And these guys really enjoying the beautiful Hurricane Rana there by Balor as well. These guys really enjoying the benefit of no countouts in our tag matches. Just really milking it on the outside.
Yeah, really giving those high-paying fans in the first row just an up-close and personal view there. Balor with a nice punch. Looked like he might have dislocated his arm, but I guess he's fine.
Yeah, I think he just had some kind of weird hold. He was able to get a hold of Slate's head and decked him. I don't know. Nice. It goes for a scoop slam, but no, sir.
Nice counter, and they're outside the padding out there to the concrete.
Oh! Just tosses him. Slate with a deadlift now as well.
No.
On the concrete.
First on the concrete. AJ Balor is the outside has not been his friend here tonight.
No, it has not. And he, as much as anyone else, probably wants to get back inside the ring.
Ooh, a nice Hurricane Rana counter, though, and he's back on his feet. Slate Stone's down on the outside now.
Great athleticism, too.
Into the side of the head.
I mean, it's wild. All this beating that he's taken, his legs are still... He's jumping high, he's leaping, he's moving fast. Oh, and a slap.
Bitch slap that you could hear from the upper deck there from Slate Stone.
And I think Slate should just try to finish this now. I mean, Balor looks out on his feet.
Balor has been out there a long time for his side. Going for perhaps a tag there. Slate kind of interrupts it, but Balor... looked like he capitalized, but no. Nice counter from Slate Stone.
And a great suplex to follow it up.
Stomped in the face, the same face that went right off the concrete earlier.
Drops him on his face again.
Thought Slate was going for a cover.
Instead.
He's got the arm and the leg wrapped up here. And AJ Balor tapped out immediately. Can't say that I blame him.
Yeah, that was the end right there for sure. You could see in Slate's eyes as he went for that pin, he changed his mind and said, no, this is done. I mean, he was done with that. AJ Balor fought valiantly, showed an incredible resiliency we haven't really seen from him before. Did not lean on his teammate as much as we thought, coming into the match, but ultimately couldn't hang with Unhinged.
Yeah, Balor really got caught out there too often. Wolfhard was the one we thought had the most momentum coming into this match, and we saw very little of him. Slate and Onyx really kept Balor out there and really softened him up on the outside where he couldn't make a tag.
And Slater.
The outside was the worst enemy there for Balor, and Slate gets the full slate locked in, gets Balor to tap out, and Unhinged gets their 8th tag team victory. Taking down Balor and Wolfhard, they move to 8-3, and are now tied for the lead with the most matches in the tag division with 11. Back to some singles action here. We've got another Quinn brother, Corey Quinn, going against Lazar Malvo. Coming up next.
Coming out first, Corey Quinn with his shiny red vest.
Missouri. Weighing in at 215 pounds. Corey.
And you notice, Matthew Quinn and Corey Quinn here tonight. Neither one of them accompanied by either of their other brothers. Of course, they're the Quinn bros, these two. So both working matches tonight. Not going to risk being out there getting hurt before your own match. But no support from Jamie or Noah. We know they've kind of separated into their own individual tag teams, but still interesting lack of familiar support here from the Quinn brothers. We'll see what Corey's got in singles action. He sits at 6-7, which puts him 17th in the power rankings. He's taking on Lazar Malvo, who at 5-5 is 14th. Quinn's trying to get back to 500. Malvo's trying to get above it
His opponent.
and trying to get himself a spot in the top 10 of the power
Weighing
rankings.
in at 245 pounds. Lazara.
Malvo, of course, handily winning the award for most body hair in the SWA.
Yeah, I don't think it's much of a competition. He's gotten that one locked up. Definitely the record that he owns, and might be the only one for a while, unless he gets something going and really puts on a run.
Or, in case he decides to, I don't know, shave it all off or something. Give up his title. I don't know why you would do that, but
Yeah, along with the excessive golden chain assortment, it's one of his defining characteristics. So
it's true.
we are underway now, though. Quinn and Malvo locking up center of the ring. It's Quinn that starts off in control, but Malvo with a nice reversal here and some strong chain wrestling to kick us off. Malvo kind of wins that first exchange.
And Quinn back to strikes. Nice little reversal of fortunes there as well.
Ooh, slams down the back on the knee. Locked back up here in the center. It's Malvo taking down Corey Quinn into a little side headlock, but Quinn with a nice counter.
Yeah, it's some really great chain wrestling from these guys. I'm impressed at the technique on display here.
Applying a lot of pressure to the head there with the lower body from Corey Quinn.
Oh,
Malvo pissed off with the ropes. Gave that middle rope a nice boot there. Taken
Oh,
to the
man.
outside, though, by a clothesline.
Dropped on his head maybe, and Quinn up to the top rope immediately.
Quinn
What's he
has
thinking?
Not seen the results of AJ Bauer, but kind of mimics it. It's not as painful as a fall, but Malvo able to get out of the way of that elbow drop.
Yeah, that at least landed him on his feet instead of his taint, but not what you want to see if you're jumping from the top rope.
Gravity continues to be pretty much undefeated here tonight. As Malvo dumps Quinn off the top rope. Now he's going for a cover. It's not even going to be a count. Corey's out of that one in a hurry. Nice counter on the Irish whip there. Quinn sends Malvo over the top to the apron. Dares him to come back in and then hits him with a little spinning back fist. Off the ropes once more. Malvo turns
and what do we
around.
got?
Oh! Really
Complicated rope running.
inside out with that clothesline. My goodness, but a cutter from Malvo.
Out of nowhere.
And taking a seat. Do a little
A
meditation.
little taunting of his own. Maybe a mistake, though. Maybe he wasted some time as Quinn whiffs on a drop kick.
Then a nice float over DDT, though. That's, a mistake followed by some success. We saw Brian Strong utilize that earlier. 1 count for Quinn on the pinfall attempt there.
Oh, and a nice suplex, just throwing him, and a beautiful kip up after the fact.
Lazar Malvo in the corner. What's he setting up here, though? Oh!
That running knee busts him open.
Corey Quinn is down and bleeding, and he is out. Lazar Malvo puts him right away. Relatively quick match. Lazar gets a 6th victory. That knee busted Corey Quinn open and ended this match in a hurry.
It sure did, and he was out on his feet there. I think that was trouble for Corey Quinn. My goodness. Quinn really reevaluating himself there. Doesn't know what to think of that, but man, I mean, I don't know what you can say. That was just he found a spot and he took it. Credit to Lazar Malvo.
Next up, we got more tag team action. It's highlights for adults who sit at 2 and 3. Kind of fallen off a little bit from otherwise a ton of momentum that they had, earning themselves a title shot. When the Quinn brothers were still in control of those titles, they came up short there, but had went on a really nice run to get that opportunity, including Lucian Bedeau winning the Tag Elimination Chamber back at SWA Countdown. Tonight, they're facing off against another team that has had a title opportunity in Warpath. Only team that's got a title opportunity, and it's been their only tag match so far. 0-1 for Warpath. They also came up short against the Quinn brothers. Warren Wyndham and Painwrecker, they were the open challenge participants.
Combined weight of 580 pounds.
As I mentioned, they came up short in that, but now they're out here ready to work again, and maybe they could get something going with a little bit of experience under their belt. They've had a title match opportunity. 2 of the most seasoned singles competitors could make waves in the tag division if they can get some momentum going.
Yeah, it's been a theme recently. It's all about that momentum. Get it in whatever way you can. Singles competition, tag competition. See if it'll translate to the other side. I think it's not a bad strategy. A win's a win. You kind of get your mojo going, get your confidence back. There's no shame in kind of trying to pivot to find that juice to get you over the hump.
Yeah, and for Painwrecker and Wyndham, a combined 22 singles victories for the two of them, only 8 losses. Singles has definitely been their game. Warren Wyndham was our inaugural SWA champion. He has dropped a title opportunity since then. Painwrecker has dropped a title opportunity as well, but they're 2 of the top 5 ranked competitors in the SWA as far as singles are concerned. And tonight they're paired up once again and maybe looking to make a more legitimate name for themselves in the tag division instead of a kind of a one and done coming up short in that open challenge.
Yeah.
They can they'd be a dangerous team if they really kind of put together what has given them success on the singles side of things on the tag division. And a great opponent here tonight in Highlights for Adults, a team that's had some momentum behind them recently and had some success with it. We'll start with Wyndham and Badeau in this match.
And again, we see like a bigger man just sort of throwing off his opponent. But you're right. We've seen Wyndham and Painwrecker have a lot of success in singles. And so on paper, this looks like a hell of a team. But as we know, anything can happen inside the squared circle. And beyond that, this tag team division is so unpredictable. So don't give them the belts just yet. They got to earn it. But this is a good challenge here tonight. Kind of see if they're for real. Pick on a team who's been on a bit of a hot streak lately. A nice pop-up Samoan drop there from Warren Wyndham. Looking to tag early. This is a smart move here. Keep the fresh man in the ring.
Gets Painwrecker in, yeah. And, they dropped the Quinn brothers. It was Wyndham who tapped out to Jamie Quinn. The submission defense from Warren Wyndham, perhaps the biggest glaring weakness in an otherwise really well-rounded competitor. Painwrecker looked kind of indestructible in that match, but it was the submission applied to Wyndham that cost him. They're not going to have that sort of finish really to worry about too much here against Highlights for Adults. So I'd be surprised. These are 2 resilient competitors who don't like taking a pinfall. I'd be surprised if they took one here, even with less experience. I feel like they're the favorites in this match.
Yeah, I think so. But like I said, as we've seen, that doesn't always mean a whole lot to be the favorite. It's anybody's game, I've seen it happen too many times. I can't commit to the favorite really being the favorite. But that said, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if these guys don't watch out.
Oh, speaking of which, Painwrecker power bomb to the outside off the apron from FTS. Speaking of FTS, he had a match scheduled and that never ended up happening. He was supposed to face off with the Sage, Chiamaka and Digway. And the Sage instead attacked Art Vandelay backstage. We saw that last week. Nice DDT from FTS.
Yeah, it was a strange encounter. We didn't really know what was going on. It wasn't even a matter of sort of, a beautiful hand walk and a nice back handspring there by FTS. Some agility on display. It wasn't even a matter of Ndigwe jumping his opponent. As you see a 1 count, jumping his opponent backstage, but instead he jumped someone else entirely. Art Vandelay, who seemed to be minding his own business and got attacked backstage.
Yeah, and my understanding is that Vandelay is kind of suffering still from some injuries that he may have sustained during that attack. A lot of damage done backstage, no padding, no ring, a lot of concrete back there. Vandelay took some hard shots.
He did. They fought all the way to the parking lot.
FTS kind of in control right now. He was a surprise competitor in the Rumble at Right to Fight. Had one of the best showings. Had 4 eliminations. Oh, Wyndham tosses him off the top rope, though, and he got a piece of Painwrecker anyway.
He landed directly on his chest. It looked like that was maybe not as helpful as Wyndham was thinking. Should have watched where he was throwing the guy, but You know, Wyndham, not necessarily historically a great partner sort of guy, really in it for himself. So maybe he's still learning how to be a team player.
Bordeaux kind of staggering to his feet. You know, speaking of the Rumble,
Uh-oh.
his pain
Looking
record
for
is
the kill switch.
kill switch face first for Bordeaux.
Engage it.
Looking for a cover. FTS is down on the outside. Has Pain Wrecker finished it off? 1-2 and no. Bordeaux kicks out. You know, back at the Rumble, one of FTS's 4 eliminations was Lucien Bordeaux. Sent out his own tag team member. I know it's every man for themselves, but it was unexpected as Wyndham running the ropes. Oh, what a splash.
Yeah, combo splash and leg drop there. Whole lot of impact into the body of Lucien Bordeaux, and he makes a tag, so now FTS is in. Warren Wyndham just not paying attention.
Interesting choice there. Wyndham seemed content to let that tag happen, but then still ended up taking a kick from FTS. But he just shoves him down. The size advantage, another splash right into a cover for Wyndham, and the ref doesn't seem to see it at first. Finally down to 1 count.
You know, his ass is really wide. It could be that he just sort of covered up all the neon. The ref didn't realize what was happening.
Had him down. Wyndham might have had a 3 count there, but yeah, ref seemed oblivious to it. Now Wyndham
Say that again.
trying to set up FTS, but a nice counter from Simmons.
And a beautiful good lucha thing there, resulting in an arm drag. FTS refusing to go down.
Looked like Wyndham was maybe setting up the sheer drop there, and a great counter from FTS kind of saves his life in the ring right here, but he's smashed in the corner by Warren Wyndham.
Didn't save his rib cage, though. Just one rib cage. You don't have multiple.
Now
As he
it's
decks Wyndham into the corner.
And boots to the chest.
Both kind of whiffing on a grapple there. Back to the other corner we go, and just punching him. FTS looking to get some momentum here in this match. Really get things back on his side. Series of strikes.
Kicks there, maybe trying to take down the vertical base of Wyndham. Another nice move from FTS. Took a little bit out of him there.
Beautiful head scissors takedown after that little back handspring. Some incredible agility yet again here on display. Oh, and a backstabber.
Maybe put him away. To the lower back of Wyndham. FTS going for the cover. Pain Wrecker breaks it up at 2.
Pain Wrecker gets all of it right to the head of FTS, and FTS looks hot. He wanted to give a little receipt for that one, but he is unable to before Pain Wrecker leaves the ring.
Warren Wyndham seems to be in trouble here. Flynn Turner Simmons, all that Rumble momentum, maybe carrying him here as Wyndham finally gets to his feet. Oh, there's the strength of the former champ, just tossing Simmons there over his head, but it's FTS who's back to his feet already.
Yeah, you know, anytime we see Wyndham get in some offense, he looks great. He looks unstoppable, but his problem is he's not stringing it together.
Looked to be trying to get to Pain Wrecker there. Simmons cuts him off, and now FTS is going to the top. Oh,
and a beautiful textbook shooting star press. My goodness.
Perfectly executed. Now he's going for the cover. Pain Wrecker looking at the crowd. Wyndham kicks out at 2. Thought that was it for Warpath and Warren Wyndham there. And FTS is on a roll right now. Another backstabber.
Just like that, man. To the spine. It's a lot of weight coming down.
Repositions. He's going for the cover. Pain Wrecker's going to break it up again. And Warren Wyndham needs to thank his teammate later on. Both times Pain Wrecker has saved him and then also taken out Lucien Bordeaux. Wyndham might want to get a tag, get Pain Wrecker in as the live man here, but it's a big splash from Wyndham, who's right into another cover. No help from Bordeaux. FTS kicks out at 2.
But the ref did see it that time, you know. I guess it was all about the angle. His fat ass didn't get in the way.
On the right side, not blocked by Wyndham there. FTS, though, trying to get some momentum back. He misses a splash in the corner.
Yeah, big old whiff. But
nice
again with the
counter there.
reversal. His reversals and counter offense has been fantastic in this match. That's really what has allowed him to build this momentum. I've got to say, great work by FTS.
FTS is going for another cover here. He's got 2 count, but Painwrecker breaks it up once more and gets back to the apron. Badeau is finally up to his feet and up on the apron. Painwrecker keeping this match alive right now.
Exactly what I was going to say. Keeping Warpath alive for sure.
Wyndham trying to crawl away. FTS kind of trying to keep him in place here.
Uh-oh. What's he looking for this time?
Oh,
another one.
A third one from FTS, and this time he's going to reposition him sort of center of the ring here. And again, this time Painwrecker takes out the ref.
That's probably smart, honestly. I don't think he could have gotten to FTS himself, so instead he gets to the ref, who was a little bit closer. It's going to be a bit before they can land any pin at this rate, and that's just smart work by Painwrecker.
FTS was going for a kick there, but Wyndham caught him instead and hits the sheer drop. Wyndham going for the cover. Ref staggering to his feet. Down there to make the count. 1, 2, and 3. Warren Wyndham finishes it off with the sheer drop. Warpath is your winner. But Painwrecker might be the MVP right now of that team.
There's no might about it. He kept the team alive. And, Warren Wyndham would have eaten several pins if it weren't for his partner. And he needs to understand that. He may have gotten the pin himself, but it's only by the grace of Painwrecker that he survived that match at all.
And FTS looking dominant, but ends up taking the pinfall. That sheer drop, he avoided it earlier in the match. And when Wyndham got it in, that put this match to an end. Warpath gets a victory. They're now 1-1 after their loss to the Quinn brothers in that open challenge. Kind of turning over a new leaf here, getting something started perhaps. A big win over Highlights for Adults, one of the top teams we've got in the tag division. A nice one there. They'll move to 1-1 and see what is in store for them in the future.
Coming up in our next match, Starman versus Dr. Morbius. Dr. Morbius, of course, the current holder of the Path to Glory briefcase, which means it will be on the line in this match.
Indeed it will, and Starman looking to capitalize, take it home. He was not able to secure it in that latter match when it was on the line the first time here this season. But he gets an individual chance at it here. Starman's come into the SWA hot. Singles action 3-0 so far for Starman. Sits 12th in the power rankings, which is surprisingly ahead of the current Path to Glory briefcase holder, Dr. Morbius, who is 13th. Mr. Pay-Per-View himself is 5-4 in singles action, but comes through in the clutch more often than not. We'll see if that carries over to our main event here tonight, as he defends the briefcase against Starman, who's looking to continue his streak, move to 4-0, take home that briefcase, maybe get himself a title shot. Or will it be Morbius retaining, moving to 6-4 here in his 10th singles match?
You know, you mentioned looking like... You remember that show Kim Possible on Disney Channel?
Yeah. I think I know where this is going.
Remember she had a friend named Ron Stoppable, and he had a pet. It was a naked mole rat. And that's what I think Starman looks like. He's a slippery pink naked mole rat.
And as far as we know, that's what Dr. Morbius looks like as well.
It's true. We don't know.
Literally
He's under a lot of
Never seen an inch of his skin. He's completely covered here. He's following all the protocols. He is the most well-protected man in the arena right now, and he'll hope that he's the most well-protected at keeping that briefcase in his hands there. Path to glory. Of course, their rights to challenge for a title opportunity inside that briefcase. Morbius took it off of Flying Brian Strong, who won it at the pay-per-view it was at to begin with. Last year's cash-in came from Al Sebastian, who helped take it off of Calvin Abueva. Came up short in his title match against Domingo Cervantes, who we still have not seen since his mask versus mask match against El Puma, where he was supposed to be revealed and unmasked his next time out.
Meanwhile, Morbius just going to work here on Starman. But Starman rebounds right back.
Back to his feet.
Beautiful.
Kind of spins around there. Arm drag takedown. Takes Morbius down to the mat. But the Doctor's back up and immediately back down. Morbius raking the elbow across the face of Starman in the corner, and again, Starman's quickly out of the corner, but again taken down, and he's back to his feet. Can't keep up with all of the reversals happening here. These two are going back and forth. Starman quickly to the top here. Morbius in a seated position, and oh! That splash on top of Morbius. And there was a lot of impact on the top of the head there. Dangerous for the neck of Dr. Morbius.
You can say that again. And a little flatliner there as well. Dropping Starman on his face. But Starman dumps Morbius to the outside, and then he's going after him. Not going to wait. Not going to try anything risky from the top turnbuckle like we've seen already tonight. Just going to go fight him on the outside.
He's sent for a run and kind of runs out of breath, falls down there. Back inside for both. He goes off the top, dodging Morbius. I don't want to.
Incredible moonsault. High angle on that, and catches him with the boots to the face, it looked like.
And Morbius is somehow already to his feet, but that happened fast. That's the athleticism and high-flying ability of the man from out of this world. But now he's just having a mud hole stomped in him here.
Makes me wonder if he's got some kind of teleportation powers or something. You know, I've seen X-Men. I know about Nightcrawler.
He certainly got there in a hurry, and looks like he moved across the ring pretty quickly, but he catches a clothesline there, and that's going to slow him down as the Doctor goes to work here on the neck.
Yeah, speaking of slowing down, really cranking on that neck, wearing him out, making it harder to breathe, making it harder to do anything. That's a good strategy here because you don't want to try to keep up with Starman, who, again, some beautiful lucha work.
I don't know what sort of degree Morbius has, but I'm pretty sure he's not a chiropractor. I don't think he was trying to adjust Starman there. I think he had cruel intentions. Starman gets a 1 count on that pinfall attempt.
Maybe he's a doctor like Dr. Pepper is a doctor.
Yeah, could be. He might be a drink. Could be a drink.
Oh. My! Again, just throwing him to the outside. Starman reactive and very quick in this match. I'm impressed by his speed and agility.
Throwing a strong right pink hand there as well to Dr. Morbius, but Morbius grabs a hold and a bulldog slams the star-clad face into the mat.
And the shades of Rick Steiner on that one, but going to have to do more than that to put him away. Here he comes. Ooh. Over the top of the Kotaru Crusher. Great work.
That could be it here. Morbius going for the cover. 2 count, kicked out by Starman.
Morbius setting him up for something bigger here. Been beaten down, Starman. Goes for that short arm clothesline, the Rainmaker. That could be it.
Could be. Put it away. No, 2.5. 2.9 maybe. Starman is out. Thought it was
close.
all over there.
That was very close. And
got all of that Plague Maker there from Morbius. But off the top rope is Starman.
Beautiful tornado DDT.
Turnbuckle assisted, yeah, DDT there. He gets a 2 count. Near falls both ways. This match continues.
And that was a little closer than Morbius will be happy with. Little wheelbarrow destroyer there, almost. Sunset flip powerbomb, I guess. But now, what do we got here? That's a long way to cover.
Starman up to the top, and he wants Morbius on his feet. And he's gonna get it.
Oh, but wait.
Morbius catches him and power bombs him center of the ring. Going for a cover. Starman gets out at 2. What a catch by Dr. Morbius.
Incredible work, incredible reversal by Morbius. Having the wherewithal to catch him like that and the strength. I can't believe it. Again, over the top with that Kotaro Crusher.
He's got him where he wants him, center of the ring. Starman has got out before, but he's not going to this time. Dr. Morbius retains the Path to Glory briefcase. Starman comes up short and is handed his first loss by the Doctor.
Hell of a match for Dr. Morbius to retain. But I think it really all came down to that moment. Uh-oh. What's Morbius thinking here? Some disrespect.
Going back for more. Wasn't happy with the amount of offense he got in. He went back. Got a little bit more in there after the bell.
Being a little bit of a sore winner there. You know, they say there's a Starman waiting in the sky. This one's waiting on the ground because he just got his ass kicked by a Plague Doctor.
Little post-match attack there, extracurricular activity. That, however, does it for us here tonight. Dr. Morbius retains the briefcase. Warpath gets their first tag win. Unhinged took down Bauer and Wolfhart. Lazar Malvo over Corey Quinn. Brian Strong over Matthew Quinn. A bad night for the Quinn Bros. Dead Peace got a nice submission victory over Sevilla. And Paragon took down Eddie Vortex. If you're the type that cares about Christmas, have a good one this weekend. We'll see you, I believe, at some point next week. And as we prepare for a new year and march towards end of the line, our next pay-per-view coming up. 2 more weeks of weekly shows and then pay-per-view, and then we'll start to prepare for the end of Season 2 here in SWA. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time.